I guess we should start now then. Am I audible?
Yes, Kir, you're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, as mentioned in the previous presentation, I had already told you about the program syllabus for 30 days of Google Cloud. So, today we are going to have our first Google Cloud Study Jam. First of all, I hope that everyone have got their monthly subscription. If not, then all of you are requested to do this first lab, that is the tour of Quick Labs and Google Cloud. After completing this lab, you will definitely get your monthly subscription. But even if you do not get your monthly subscription, you can chat with the Quick Labs support section. They will definitely guide you through it. Now today I am going to show complete one lab so that you will get an idea how exactly we should complete a lab. So we are going to start with creating a virtual machine lab using Google Cloud. So what exactly is a virtual machine? So a virtual machine is basically a compute resource that uses software instead of a physical computer to run program and deploy apps on it. Each virtual machine basically runs its own operating system and also functions separate from the other VMs in the computer, even if we are trying to run various VMs on the same host. Virtual machine technology is used for many use cases across on-premises and cloud environments. Now, how exactly a virtual machine works or what exactly is the use of a virtual machine? So, the virtual machine runs as a process in an application window. It is similar to any other application on the operating system of the physical machine. Key files that make up a virtual machine include a log file, NVRM setting file, virtual disk file, and a configuration file. Now, some of the advantages of virtual machine is like VMs can run multiple operating system environments on a single physical computer, saving the physical space, time, and management cost. Virtual machines also support legacy application, reducing the cost of migrating to a new operating system. For example, a Linux virtual machine running a distribution of a Linux as the guest operating system can exist on a host server that is running on a non-Linux operating system, such as Windows. VMs can also provide integrated disaster recovery and application provisioning options. So today in this lab, we are going to study how we can actually make a virtual machine on a Google Cloud platform. So first of all, I would like to tell you that before starting any lab, make sure you're starting it in an incognito window because it is really necessary so that you join to the Google Cloud console using to the virtual credentials provided by Quick Labs. By mistake, if you join to the Google Cloud platform using your personal account, there are chances that you will get a long bill in your mail. So please be careful that you start the labs on incognito window only. Now for starting the lab, I think all of you have got your monthly subscription, so you need to use your that subscription only. Open your Google console. It will automatically open into the another window. Now you have to make sure that you use this username and password only to the sign in. Now in any lab, all of the prerequisite that you need or all of the things that you need to perform in this lab are given in very detail. Even like how to start the lab is also mentioned. But I already showed you how to log into the Google Cloud platform. You can see here Google Cloud platform has been started. Now in this lab, we are going using compute engine and also how we can do it using the Cloud Shell. First of all, after starting the lab, you can always list the active accounts in the lab by using this gcloud out list command. You can start the active cloud shell. Here you are able to see which account is active. Please make sure your virtual account credentials are only active over here. Now you can also configure the project or that project ID which has been given here. But most of the time it is already configured, but you can try doing it again. Now the first task that we have to create is to create a new instance from the cloud console. For all the steps are mentioned here, like go to the compute engine and then to the VM instances and then click on create instance. To create a new instance. Now everything is mentioned, what name you should give to the instance, what region you should use. You have to follow the same procedure what they have given. Otherwise, since the project is already configured, the resources that you should be using. If you do not use the same resources, then your account may get blocked. So make sure that you use only the resources provided to you into the lab itself. So first of all, we will give the account name GCE Lab as mentioned. Then they have mentioned a region to be used one. It's already the same region we are using. And zone US Central 1F. We are using the same zone. Now they have given the machine type that you need to use. Now basically Compute Engine is a secure and customizable compute services that lets you create and run a virtual machine on a Google Cloud infrastructure. Now there are various types of machine types provided by Google, namely predefined machine type. They start running quickly, pre-built and ready-to-go configuration. There are also custom machine types. You can create VMs with optimal amounts of free CPU and memory while balancing the cost using this custom machine type. Now there are preemptible machine types. In these machine types, you can reduce the computing cost up to 80% with affordable short-term instances. There are also confidential computing machine types. Encrypt your most sensitive data while it's being processed. And the last one is the right sizing recommendations. They optimize resource utilization with automatic recommendations. Now, going forward in detail about the machine type, there are general purpose workloads like E2, N2, N2D, N1. Now, E2, N2, N2D, and N1 are general purpose machine types offering a good balance of price and performances, and they are suitable for a wide variety of common workloads, including databases, development and testing environments, web application, and mobile gaming. They support up to 224V CPUs and 896 GB of memory.
Hello, Keyur,
Yeah,
are you there?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Was I not audible?
Yeah, I think we lost you for a few seconds over there.
What was the last point that you heard?
We are talking about E2 N2 and those things.
Okay. So you heard total about E2 N2, right?
Beginning stuff and then you cut off.
Okay, so I will start again.
Yep.
So basically, there are provided by Google Cloud. So the first one is the general purpose workload, namely E2, N2, N2D, and N1. Now, these are offering a very good balance of price and performance, and they are suitable for a wide variety of common workloads, including database development and testing environments, web application, mobile gaming, etc. They also support up to 224 V CPUs and 896 GB of memory. The second one are ultra high memory, that is M2 M1. Now, memory optimized machine offer the highest memory configurations with up to 12 TB for a single instance.
Cure.
Hello.
Yeah, we lost you again.
Oh,
You're
let
talking
it be.
about the instances and then we lost your voice.
Let it be. I will provide the resource regarding the different types of machine. Now I will continue with this lab only. Then, as mentioned here, you have to use the N1 series of machine. The different, I was actually explaining different types of machine, but I will send that through the WhatsApp group. I guess there is some problem. So you have to use the N1 series of machine. Then they have specified to use 2V CPU. Select that. This is the 2V CPU. Then the boot disk has been specified. Most of the times it is already configured. Like here, it is already New Palace persistent disk 10 GB and Debian GNU Linux 10 booster. But if it is not, then you can change it using this change button, and then you have to select all the types mentioned in the lab, and you have to allow the HTTP traffic. So we are allowing that. And finally, we create the virtual machine instance. The instance has been created successfully. Now we need to connect it using SSH. They have mentioned it into the lab here to connect to the SSH. And after connecting to the SSH, we will connect it to the web server so that we will get to know that actually the virtual machine is working or not. So first of all, we will connect it to the SSH. Now we have to get the root access to connect it to some server. So first of all, we will get the root access using sudo su command. Now we have the root access. This is actually a virtual machine, that is Linux virtual machine that is running on the Google Cloud platform. Now we will update our OS if there are some updations available. I have also given the expected output that we should get. So we are getting the same kind of output over here. Now we will install the NGINX server that we were talking, that we will connect it using our SSH. We have successfully created it. Now we will check if it is running. With all these commands, you have to like after a certain amount of practice, you will get to know these commands and you can perform the labs easily, or they have also given their commands. Now the server is running properly. Now we can check it actually by clicking on the external IP that we have been provided over here. See, the server is properly running. Now we have actually completed the first task mentioned. Now the points are auto generated, but in case they are not, you can always check your progress. So you got the 50 points of the lab after complete. Now we are going to create the same instance by using Google Cloud Shell that we first time we created it using the GUI of the Google Cloud through Compute Engine and selecting the server and all. Now we will create the instance by using the Google Cloud Shell. So here is the shell that we first opened up. Now we have to just see in this command, it is the gcloud compute instances create. This is the instance name that we are providing. Then the machine type N1 and then standard 2 that is B CPU2 that we have selected earlier. And we are specifying our zone to be US Central 1F. Now the instance has been created successfully. Now you can check your progress. So finally we have got complete 100 on 100 points in this lab. So this lab is finally over. And when we go into our compute instances, there you will be able to see two instances running now. One that we created using GUI and one that we have created using the command line. The two instances are running on our computer Google Cloud platform using Compute Engine and Google Cloud Shell. So in this way, you can create a virtual machine using the Google Cloud platform. Now, as this lab has been completed, you can end the lab. After ending the lab, all the resources that you got in this lab will automatically be terminated. And please make sure, even if you complete the lab very fast, keep the lab on for at least 10 to 15 minutes so that your lab will be completed successfully. So as we have completed this lab, we will end this lab. Now this was the first lab that you are supposed to do in 30 days or like in the first skill batch. Now you can do the other lab into the similar manner. All the things are specified into there itself, what you have to do and how you have to do. After following the steps, you will learn about the Google Cloud platform and you will be doing it hands-on lab into the Google Cloud platform credentials that you will be receiving after starting the lab. So in this way, you have to complete all your quests and now we are starting with a track one. So like this is 30 days program. So you will be given 2 weeks to complete the track one. In track one, there are 6 skill batches that you have to complete. So plan accordingly to complete, like I will suggest complete 3 skill batches in week one and 3 skill batches in week two. But according to your time, you can complete your skill batches. And in between, if you are having any doubts, you can contact to me or everything is available on Google and YouTube also regarding some doubts if in case I'm not unable to respond to you. So that's it. And finally, completing all this hands-on lab, there is a challenge lab that you have to complete. Now in this challenge lab, you will not be given any instructions how to do that. After completing all the hands-on lab, you will be getting all the knowledge that is required to complete this challenge lab. So you need to complete this challenge lab accordingly. And once this challenge lab is completed, then only you will get your skill badge. For again this challenge lab, uh, you need to go through all the hands-on labs properly. And if you're stuck somewhere, you can see on Google or YouTube also, or you can contact me. I will be sharing some resources with you that I used for completing the challenge lab during my program. So that's it from my side. If you're having any question and answer questions, you can ask.
I guess I will open the Q&A section right now so that everyone can drop in their questions. Yes, if you have any questions, drop them in the Q&A section of the chat so that we can answer them. Siddesh is asking we should start from tomorrow, 27th. Yes, Siddesh. You need to start the track one from tomorrow, that is 27th. Keyur, can you just present the screen on something? Because when we are recording, it shows a blank screen in the end. Any random screen related to G Cloud is fine. Yep, that's it. That's Suppose we are not able to complete the lab in given time, can we restart it? Yeah, of course. It will cost credits, but you can restart it. Do it again then. Do we have to mug up that instruction or Google will be providing them each time? Each lab has a theory related to it, and while you are solving the quest related to it, you will have the theory by your side. So they are designed in such a way. So you don't need to mug up, you can just understand them and do whatever you're doing. All we have to do is follow steps mentioned and we'll get and then the concepts of. Yeah, I mean, understand those steps. If you don't understand a few keywords or something, you can go ahead and then Google it or ask us so that you can get uh, clear concept about it and then you can go ahead. Can you yeah, Gayatri, we are going to provide the recording. Don't worry. Can we revisit the lab? Okay, of course you can revisit. No issues. Yeah. If you want to, for example, if you have scored 100 on 100 on the lab and then you want to do it again, so it will cost you the credits, and I guess there will be no benefit if you have already learned everything from that lab. So I guess if you want to revisit or relearn something, you can go back and just read the theory. These 9 credits are able. Keir, would you like to take this by Tejas Pawar?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, 9 credits are not enough to complete all the labs. That's why I was telling you that get your monthly subscription. In the monthly subscription, you will be having unlimited access to the labs into the given time of span. Now, some of the people are also having the queries that I got my monthly subscription on 23rd or I got my monthly subscription on 25th. Now it will expire on 25th of October. So it's not like that. If you complete one skill batch before 20th of October, you will get another 1 month of monthly subscription free. So you will be having a proper subscription to complete the 30 days of Google Cloud program. Was I audible? Yeah.
When you start this meeting, Ayush, you started at near about 11 2. Uh, you joined at 11 8. No one is there. So please, what you discussed till now, please brief it. Okay, Ayush, we are going to share the recording. You can go through the recording so that it will be better for you. Redoing a task cost credits. So these credits are unlimited, right? No, these are not unlimited. You have some definite number of credits and you have to complete all the quests within those credits. Further labs will be explained by you or not. We encourage you to explore yourself too, learn yourself, uh, and we'll be there along with you. We'll be having some few more sessions related to the labs, so that if you are on lab 3 and we are conducting some Q&A, you can ask us at that time your doubts and we'll solve them. So uh, it is highly recommended that you learn it by yourself, and we'll be there, don't worry. Ayush, okay, thanks, no worries. How to claim monthly subscription? Abhishek Rat. um, Abhishek, there are some steps given in the email that you received, so you can follow them, or we have also shared a YouTube video of official Quick Labs account. You can check that out. Do we
Uh,
gain credits? uh, Kevr, would you like to take this? Atharva Khore.
so you will be gaining credits by completing a lab. So do you mean that you get extra credit after completing a lab, or some kind of like uh, like reward you are saying? Actually, you will not be getting extra credits by completing a lab. You're having a monthly subscription. Using that, you have to complete the lab. And after completing all the labs, you will be getting a skill badge. It's not like that after completing some labs, I will be getting some extra credits. You are already having a monthly subscription, enough for completing all the labs in the 30 days of cloud program.
Okay, so I guess Yash Sharke is asking what other things will be discussed in the 30 days. Okay, so we'll be going through both the tracks. Especially the second track is more interesting for you all, but the foundation for the second track is the first track. So we'll be discussing about it. What are the prerequisites for all the labs? Can an absolute beginner work? Uh, just a moment, Siddesh. Okay, the prerequisite are just a thirst to learn, and then you can go ahead. There are few keywords where you will get confused. You won't understand what the meaning is, but you are just a Google search away, or you are just a message away from all of us. So in case if you try hard and you didn't get it, you can ask us. We can solve your doubts. uh, 2 weeks to complete track 1 and next two. Yeah, Raj, yes, correct. Or you can do it as per your time schedule. Can you please share that official video again? Okay, Siddesh, we will share it. Should we try more quests in this monthly subscription after completing all these compulsory tasks? Keyur, would you like to take this up?
Yeah, actually, you cannot do that. All there is like there is limitation on the resources that cloud have provided you. So only the designated labs only you can perform. If you try to perform other things, there are chances that your account may get blocked because you are accessing the resources that have not been provided to you.
Okay, if you have more doubts, you can go ahead. We are there for few more minutes. Do we need to buy extra credit? Is it must? Again, Keyur, would you like to take this up?
Yeah, no, actually, you do not need to buy any credits. You're already getting a monthly subscription. In that, you're able to do the labs. There is no restriction. And yeah, like no need to buy extra credits. That credits that been given to you, like 9 credits, they are just for like some procedure to gain your monthly subscription. After completing the first lab, that is the on the screen itself, you will be able to see the tour of Quick Labs and Google Cloud. You have to just start this lab, there is not even a single point for this lab. So in this lab, we are actually exploring different sections of the Google Cloud platform. So after starting this lab, even if you keep the lab started for minimum 5 minutes, but I do not suggest that you explore all the things mentioned in the lab. And after exploring the Google Cloud platform, you end the lab, you will get your monthly subscription. This is the first lab of the first quest itself that you have to do. So after completing this lab, you will gain your monthly subscription. So Mangesh, you are asking if you use Quick Labs without incognito, will it charge us? It is not like it will charge us. If you sign in properly using the virtual credentials only, then it will not cost us. But in not in incognito window, we have not signed in to a single Google Cloud. So every time you start the lab, you will be given a sign in window, and in that you will uh, like properly mention the virtual credits. But if you're doing from normal Chrome, sometimes there are chances that by mistake your normal Google account that is signed into that window will automatically get signed in, and you will not even notice that, and you will keep on completing the labs, and then afterwards you will get the bill. So it's good to have a practice to start the labs in incognito itself. So Shlok, nothing here is mandatory. If you want to learn Google Cloud, you can complete the given skill batches, and if you complete the track ones, all skill batches, then you will gain the rewards. And if you complete both the track skill batches, then you will gain the rewards accordingly. Nothing is mandatory. According to your learning, according to your time, you can start completing the skill batches. Yes, it's compulsory that you get your skill batches between 27th of September to 27th of October only. There is actually no limit to the labs that you can do in one day. According to your time, you can complete the labs. But there is a limit on how many times you can perform one lab. If like while performing one lab, you are not getting the 100 points, you restart that lab again. And if you do this 5 times, then the quota of the lab will be exceeded. But even if the quota is exceeded, you can visit the quick lab support and they will uh, increase your quota. So there is no problem at all. As well, in your profile section, you will see your 1 month subscription. Like, see on the screen, when I click on my account, here you will see you are having a 1 month subscription. However, you can then keep having notes according to what you learn to remember the commands. Like, you have to remember them if you have to complete or you have to learn Google Cloud, you have to remember something. Otherwise, you can do the lab again so that you can see that are you able to recall the commands. Pratik, it's showing you 9 credits there because you have not performed the tour of Quick Labs and Google Cloud Lab. After completing that lab, you will gain your monthly subscription. Raj, the official 30 days of Google Cloud website posts the link for all the labs. We will share that link to you on the group. This is the link in the program syllabus. You will see all the links to all the skill batches over here. Okay, that's it then. You can leave if your queries are done.
I guess if we don't have any more queries, we can wrap this up. Raj, yes, we agree there are multiple groups because the groups were created to get some knowledge about the interested students. But as of now, we do not have the official list released yet for PCCA. Once we have that, we'll create a group for all the selected or participants uh, from PCCA for 30 days of Google Cloud, so that we can all have a single group and we can share all the details in that group. Should I end the session? Suraj, Kevur,
Yeah,
Tejas.
I guess there are no more doubts, so it would be better if you end it. Uh, we should keep it on for 5 minutes so all of them leave and then we'll close it.
Okay, we have one from Raj. For completing the labs in 30 days, we have to visit the official. Uh, no, actually, you can have you can see the name of the labs you want to complete, and then in the homepage you can check them out of Quick Labs. What we have to do in Quick Lab Tour. Just follow the instructions that they give so that you can get familiar with the Quick Lab account or the Quick Lab platform. Still showing 0 credit. Manas Borse. Keir,
I think you need to contact the Quick Lab supports. Like even after entering the code, you are getting 0 credits only. Once you try doing the tour of Quick Labs Google Cloud, if you get the monthly subscription, then no problem. But if you do not get it, then try contacting the Quick Labs support page. Yeah, we will share you the official 30 days of Google Cloud page link. Yes, Tejas, exactly. You have to sign into your Quick Labs account and then you have to use your virtual credentials. Vishal, you will get the mail if you have filled the proper details into the registration form. Actually, the mails are going to, like last date is Monday, so wait till Monday and also keep an eye on the spam and promotion sections of your mail.
Those who have got their doubts cleared can leave the meet.
Can you send 30 days of Google link in the chat box?
Yeah, just a moment. guess there are no more doubts. We can end this.